Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Triangle Strategy walkthrough. Alright, so we got a promotion item and a weapon upgrade item in the last battle, so I'm going to take a look at what we can get here. Let's see. This will be a tier 3. Okay, so I could upgrade Benedict. Who else is Obsidian? Wow, anybody? Oh, Flanagan. Yeah, probably not gonna. Okay, can't even upgrade his anyway, right? Because I don't even have his rank 2. Okay, so that's not even an option. All right, well let's upgrade Benedict. He gets another speed upgrade. Grant 1 instance of invincibility to all allies within range. What? Dragon Shield. That seems amazing. It's effective bird of prey by 1 turn. Wow, yeah. Dragon Shield sounds amazing. I mean, his speed up is amazing as well. Jesus, God, he's just... Benedict is so good. So good. Okay, let's save here. And then we'll see who to promote here. Why is it saying promotion available for him? You're already promoted, dog. Okay, so the last time I kind of did a little discussion on the different characters that were going to be promoted. I think I was talking about... Oh wait, I have 2 Medal of Valors. What? When did that happen? Did I get 2 from that battle? Is that what happened? Well, anyways... Man, you know what's funny? That last battle, I could have used this actually quite a bit. Surprise attack. I actually did a lot of attacks from stealth. But, alright, so let's see here. Huette has sight. She gets sight set. That was the one I wasn't so wild about. Eridor here, though, does get Desperate Defense. I think I'm going to go with... Yeah, I'm going to promote him first. That is just a really, really good ability for a tank.
Haha! Ain't no way I'd lose.
Alright, learn the ability of Desperate Defense. Alright, hang on. Oh, wait, have I not? Oh, I haven't actually upgraded. That's why. I haven't actually upgraded Serenoa. I don't know why I thought I had, but... I honestly, I don't think that Shielding Stance is that great on him. You know, he's... I don't know. There really isn't usually times where I have a whole lot of extra TP laying around. I mean, there might be a scenario where that's good, but I mean, really, I'd be looking at more like his accuracy and strength for this promotion. I'm not gonna promote him yet. Oh, maybe that's what happened. So when I originally got my promotion item, maybe I just didn't, God, he still needs a Medal of Bravery to promote? What is going on with this guy? Is that right? That doesn't seem right. Is he really only the basic rank? And I still haven't got... That just seems crazy. That's crazy. Is that really the case? Okay. Well, whatever. Yeah, okay, that is the case. That's weird to me that we don't have another Medal of Bravery to promote him. I don't understand why they did it that way. That is bizarre. Okay, well, whatever. Yeah, he's still a recruit. That is why. That just blows my mind. Well, I guess Roland is not getting promoted this time around. Maybe that's like a, a New Game Plus thing. It's just that honestly blows my mind. I have no idea why that's the case. All right, so Rudolph here gets Staggering Arrow. Deal physical damage to a single enemy and knock them back 2 squares. That's kind of interesting if you want to get whatever melee units or something out of your face. I wonder how that would have worked in the last battle too. If I would have been able to shoot those archers down off of the perches that they were on. That would have been interesting. Okay, strength, accuracy, and physical defense he'll get by promoting. That's pretty solid stats. Still don't know what Inheritor is. That's probably not that great. Don't use her. I really don't use any of the rest of these people that much. Here's Sticky Arrow. Lower a single enemy's evasion for 3 turns and gain the use of 1 more command. However, you can only move once. Lower a single enemy's evasion for 3 turns, then gain the ability to use 1. Oh, I see. Okay, so he gets to lower their evasion, then he can attack. That's cool. I mean, yeah, that's cool. It's a cheap, one TP cost as well. So, like, I don't know, if you're running on empty, you could just use that every turn. Just to make sure, that you're actually getting, yeah, I don't know. These guys, yeah, a lot of these characters too, like, they're not getting abilities until really late. So it doesn't seem like there's any reason to promote these characters. Yeah, switch places, who cares? Junk. That is so wild. Man, I can't believe that with him. Bizarre. Well, yeah, so it's Anna with Surprise Attack. I think that this is going to be Garbage Sight set. She's only going to get Strength and Magic Defense. I think I'm going to go with Rudolph here. Alright, it's going to make him look silly. I still think his base class looked the best.
I'm on top of the world!
Yeah, you are, buddy. Alright. Yeah, that's funny. I actually must have just not promoted anybody when I got that first medal. That's funny. Whoops. Alright. Let's check upgrades again. I was just in here, wasn't I? Excuse me. Alright, so only Narv and Azar. Or magic attack could probably be raised. Yeah, let's do this. Usually I like to hang on to some more of the upgrade items just in case, like, I don't know, somebody like that's a higher priority could upgrade, but and then I checked here. I don't think there's any new mental mock battles yet. Yeah, so we'll just continue. All right, and I do have a character side story to get through. So let's check Groma here. So Groma speaks to Gila of her past and her regrets as the Iron Fist of the war 30 years past.
Might I sit here for a bit?
If you don't mind the company of this old maid, you're more than welcome. Well now, shall we have ourselves a little chat to pass the time?
By all means. I would like nothing more than to hear of your exploits in the Salt Iron War. I have read much of your surpassing prowess on the battlefield, but would be honored to learn more in your own words.
Oh, child. That was so many, many years ago. How many enemies did I fell on the battlefield? I long since lost count. They say my very name was feared throughout the land. You and others may call them exploits. The truth is, I was nothing more than a skilled dealer of death.
You sound as if you regret it.
Against fellow soldiers and warriors like myself? No, that is simply the way of war. But my acts also brought suffering to those who did not deserve it. The Roselle, for example.
The Roselle? How so?
I was leading a siege on the Citadel of the Sands in Hyzant, not far from the source. The Hyzantian commander was a worthy foe. The battle drew on, and we were losing men and resources with little to show for it. Seeking to end the battle quickly, I chose to raze the fort with wildfire, and so it fell. All too late did I learn that its jails were filled with Roselle, captured slaves who had fled servitude at the lake.
But you did not know they were there. You can hardly blame yourself for their fate.
Do you think the Roselle who roasted to death would say the same? What of their families?
You cannot forgive yourself for this, even so many years later.
And why should I? Because my countrymen sing of me as a hero? To this day, visions of charred bodies lying in the rubble haunt me. Lumps of burnt flesh that were once men and women who wished only for their freedom. At first, I tried to forget, but the weight of my sins was too heavy to bear, and so I abandoned everything and left my home behind. Fortunately, I had already trained a protege to follow in my place.
And ever since then, you've wandered the realm alone?
Yes, but no matter how far I traveled, I could not escape my regrets. And now, Norzelia finds itself embroiled in another bloody struggle. The horrors of the past come anew. If fighting is all I am good for, then the least I can do is fight for peace. It may not atone for the death and suffering I have wrought, but at least it may save others from the same fate.
I'm sorry. It was not my intention to make you relive such painful memories.
Worry not, lass. Truth be told, it's something I've been hoping to get off my chest for a while now. But this old maid's rambled on long enough, I reckon. Thank you for the company, child.
Alright. Poor old lady's got old lady regrets. Okay, so let's see here. Let's see if there's any. It's not looking like there's any side quests. No. Alright, let's see here. So, though the Crown City has been reclaimed, Cordelia suffers grave injuries from shielding of Laura.
It looks like she's overcome the worst of it. Once she wakes up, she should be fine.
Thank you, Minister Lila. She would not have made it without you.
Glenbrook was our ally during the fight against Esfrost. You need not thank me, Prince. My apologies. I suppose I should call you King Roland now.
No. My enthronement has yet to be announced.
I see. I shall take my leave.
Thank goodness. But why, Cordelia? Why did you shield our enemy?
Overwhelmed by the forces of House Wolffort, Esfrost's troops are scattered and driven from the Crown City. Glenbrook, at last, is free. Several days after this fateful battle, Queen Cordelia announces her intent to abdicate the throne and make way for another. Roland Glenbrook, his face no longer hidden from the world, will take his rightful place at the seat of power. with the prince's friends having only just finished grieving his death, and his enemies having only just finished toasting to it. This news shocks the foundations not only of Glenbrook, but of Nozelia itself. By routing Esfrost's forces and leaving the city unscathed, House Wolfort displays their martial prowess and their loyalty to their liege. The prince becomes king, and condemns the schemes of Gustadolf, making known Esfrost's plot to usurp the throne. However, the people's reaction to this news is not quite a chorus of approval. It is plain that the ravages of war and the shame of subjugation have left an indelible mark on the once prosperous nation. Although the battle for Glenbrook is behind them, Serenoa and the rest of the city's liberators must make ready for a struggle of an entirely different sort.
Congratulations on returning to your rightful throne, King Roland.
Ah, you've returned. My friend, a word.
Yes.
I am honored to have had you by my side on this journey. To be able to call you friend.
As am I, Roland.
Your Majesty, representatives from Hyzant have arrived.
We shan't make undue demands of your time, King Roland. We've simply come to say farewell.
Without your aid, my people would still be under Esfrost's iron rule. Glenbrook owes you a debt of gratitude.
Consider the debt paid. The knowledge we gleaned of Aelfric's capabilities was more than worth our troubles.
Indeed, it surpassed my every expectation. The Holy One is sure to be pleased with the results.
Your Majesty, can we trust you to lift the embargo and keep Esfrost subdued?
Of course. Lord Wolfort has promised his full cooperation in that regard.
Your Majesty, lest you misunderstand your friend's position, allow me to make one matter abundantly clear. Minister Serenoa is of the Saintly Seven. He is not to serve at your whims, but by the grace of the Hierophant.
I understand, but he is also a Lord of Glenbrook. More importantly, he is my friend. As such, I would ask for his assistance in the days ahead, as I have in days past.
Your Majesty, it is plain that the friendship between you two runs deep. However, the rules of politics are old and immutable.
And what does the Lord himself think of his new position?
Of course, I am grateful for the honor Hyzant has bestowed upon me. I will do all in my power to serve both the Hierophant and King Roland with all faithfulness.
In other words, the Hierophant does not have your full loyalty.
Well,
Glenbrook and Hyzant are to be two nations united in purpose. Surely it is reasonable that Lord Serenoa acts in service to both? Perhaps King Roland and the Hierophant should discuss my lord's role together.
You are right, of course. It is not our place to assume the goddess's intent.
Very well. I hope to meet with the Holy One as soon as my duties allow. I expect busy days ahead for you, Serenoa. Be prepared.
Certainly, Your Majesty.
Milo shall stay in Glenbrook for the time being. If there is aught she can assist you with, consider her at your complete disposal. Remember, Milo, that you are the symbol of friendship between our two nations.
But of course, I live to serve, Minister.
And with that, we shall take our leave.
May we meet again soon.
They leave us with a spy. It seems we still haven't won their trust entirely.
Whatever secrets they uncover will only attest to our commitment to the friendship between us.
Still, their actions speak volumes. Their aid has not come without expectation of just recompense. Already they seek to make Lord Serenoa their puppet.
But we need Hyzant's aid to crush Esfrost.
By the same token, we cannot resist Hyzant without Esfrost's might. And once Esfrost is laid low, Glenbrook will have served its purpose. What then would stop Hyzant from tightening their grip?
Just as they did with the Rosal. The injustice I saw at the source is not something I'll soon forget. If you require proof of Hyzant's true nature, you need only remember.
I know. This country is my home. Built by my father and the kings before him. Safeguarded by my sister and generations of my forebears. I will rebuild it. Restore its glory and its pride. We will not be treated as dogs at the end of a leash.
For now, we must look within. Only after that work is done should we look without.
So, the Crown City has fallen. I see. And what of General Avlora?
She fell into the Norzelia River and has not been seen since.
And my siblings, Thalos and Erica?
They died, fighting bravely in battle. My condolences, Your Grace.
I understand. I have fewer pieces on the board than ever now.
Pieces? Really is true what they say about him.
It seems I was wrong to think that Hyzant would remain idle. Or was my more grievous error to be taken in by the prince's false death? Regardless, I was a fool to show House Wolford any mercy.
Your Grace, reports from the battlefield tell of an unknown weapon being brought to bear against our forces.
Oh? Continue.
A purple explosion was seen when the bridge to Castle Whiteholm collapsed.
That bridge has weathered the elements for untold generations. We mustn't allow Hyzant to think they've won the upper hand. I intend to answer their weapon with one of my own.
After retaking Whiteholm Castle, Roland assumes the throne. Joy over the return of the line of Glenbrook sweeps the kingdom. Yet not everyone is quick to welcome Roland back with open arms. Life under Esfrosti rule treated them well, and they suspect him to be naught but a figurehead of a puppet regime. Roland's absence, it seems, made room for discord among his subjects to flourish.
There you are, Your Majesty.
Ah, Huette.
Pray, do not sound so dismal. Now that we have retaken Whiteholm Castle, you are Glenbrook's rightful king. We've an entire kingdom to rebuild out of the ruins of war. Patriot and the others have been demanding utmost haste.
I understand that, I do. But... Oh, Cordelia. If I should lose you too, I
know you have suffered many hardships, but pray, do not let yourself succumb to despair. Me, our comrades, your people, all of us are eagerly awaiting the era of peace our new king will bring.
King, eh? My father never once let his emotions overcome him. Not even the day my mother died. I had every intention of following his stoic example, but...
Majesty, I bring word from the infirmary.
Is it Cordelia? Pray tell me she is all right.
She is indeed recovering apace, Your Majesty.
Oh, thank the stars.
It seems she has something to discuss with you all, if you will hear her out.
Of course. Tell her we'll speak in the garden, but only if it will not tax her over much.
Yes, sire.
Huette, fetch Serenoa and the rest. Tell them to come to the garden as soon as they are able.
'Twould be my pleasure.
What is it? You're smiling.
It's only... I thought it would be some time yet before I saw you look so at ease. I'll return shortly with the others.
Cordelia, you've returned to me after so long, but slow and steady is the path to recovery. Yes, there is no rush. So that is what happened in my absence.
Yes. Gustadolf was a clever ruler. After the invasion, Patriot and his royalists cozied up to Esfrost in order to protect themselves. Gustadolf used them to his every advantage. He stripped them of their privileges and left them nothing but their governing responsibilities. I don't think Patriot much cared for that, but it did ensure everything continued smoothly, without interrupting the people's lives.
Now I understand why there was little unrest after the occupation began.
A clean, effective takeover by a well-seasoned commander.
But all the while, he was preparing to face the next conflict.
Wait, does he intend to march on Hyzant next?
I believe so. I wish I could be more specific, but the Goddess's shield cannot protect the Holy State's capital from Esfrost. Not anymore. He said it will all be over once the death snell is ready.
What is this death snell?
A new weapon born from the coupling of his frosty ironworking and explosive projectiles. Thalos claimed it is powerful enough to break through the Goddess's shield.
To think Esfrost is capable of creating such a monstrosity.
So much for their reign of peace. Taking over Glenbrook was only the first move in a bigger gambit to seize the source.
I am disturbed to learn of Gustadolf's plan, but rebuilding our capital must take priority.
Very well. We should investigate the extent of the damage and discuss how best to proceed from there. House Wolffort will lend whatever aid you need.
Thank you, Serenoa. But since you are one of their Saintly Seven now, I'd ask you to keep an eye on Hyzant as well.
Cordelia? Apologies. A brief spell of dizziness.
I have been looking everywhere for you, Your Highness.
Patriot.
I do not recall giving you leave of the infirmary. Your injuries are still healing. Would you undo all the trouble I went through to get you the best of care? Pray, return to the infirmary at once.
It wouldn't do to push yourself, Cordelia. Rest now. Leave everything to me.
All right.
We got a pretty good understanding of the damage in the capital, my lord. It's a tad more than we were expecting.
I see. Then we must make haste with repairs. Let's report this to Hyzant and see what aid they can give us. Was there anything of note besides damage?
There ain't an easy way of putting this, but not everyone's exactly pleased to hear Prince Roland's returned. Esfrost exempted Glenbrook's subjects from the salt tax. Likely a bid to get in everyone's good graces. And a damn good one at that. But more than that, the so-called freedom Gustadolf brought to the kingdom seems to have made a splash. He threw out the old ways and made it so anyone could better their lot in life depending on their ability instead of their birthright.
Just as in Esfrost.
Then the people must have looked quite favorably upon Gustadolf's rule.
I wager folks ain't too pleased to see us, since they figure it means things will go back to how they used to be.
Roland surmised as much. We must do something to show the people his is a return worth celebrating.
Anna, have you looked into the state of affairs in the castle?
Yes. The head of the Royalists, Minister Patriat, is extending his influence. He made quite the name for himself, even under Gustadolf. Though he seems eager enough to support King Roland, he was just as eager to serve the Archduke. I do not believe we can trust him.
Distinguished members of House Wolford, how hard you are all working to rebuild our capital. What a delightful thing to see.
Minister, you do us a great honor visiting us out of all the many other responsibilities that must vie for your attention.
Oh, come now, do not think yourself so insignificant. The entire kingdom owes you its thanks, myself included, of course. We are so grateful for House Wolford's aid, even though you now serve a different master.
We are only doing what any of King Roland's loyal vassals would.
Speaking of the king, I'm afraid we've a bit of a problem. His Majesty seems to be entertaining thoughts of retaliating against Esfrost. But the people have had their fill of war. And I'm sure you're already aware the people look upon the royal line with disfavor. I only beg you take every care going forward.
A warning.
Even so, there is naught we can do but focus on rebuilding.
Indeed. Let us return to the king and apprise him of our progress.
I would walk the city with Sheila a bit longer and speak with the people.
As you wish. But this is not the capital you knew. Be careful, my love.
One thing that always seems a little bit weird to me is, so Esfrost came here and, you know, essentially tried to instate like a meritocracy, right? You know, and the people have responded positively to that, which is, you know, given a little goodwill towards Esfrost, right? And that makes sense. You know, if you're getting things based on your ability, okay, fair enough. But then they say that there's kind of an issue with the royal line, right? That those concepts clash, and that makes sense. But isn't that what Esfrost has as well? I mean, I don't know, or I guess that I don't quite get. Maybe that's not. Maybe I missed something earlier in the story where, you know, Gustadolf got to where he's at, like, based on his ability. But then, like, why were his brother and sister? I mean, I guess I don't know what positions that they had. Maybe they didn't. Maybe it wasn't like a royal thing, and I've just missed something. But they've also got some weird, especially the brother and sister anyway. they've got some weird notions of, you know, the purity of their blood. You know, I don't know, it just seems very, very strange. But all right, so it's looking like there's a bunch of character stories. Let me see here. This is gonna be, if there's really one for every one of these characters, it's gonna take a very long time to get through these. Let's see. Oh yes. Oh my. All right, so we've got a new character. Yep. All right, well, I'm gonna do this character here. It should maybe be obvious who this guy is, but it says, within the woods a man bids farewell to his Rosalian companions. In his hand he clutches a familiar spear.
Must you go, sir?
I regret to say I must. I have been idle for long enough. But know this, I shall forever be indebted to the Roselle. I know not why fate delivered my battered body to the shores of your village. But I am fortunate that it did. I owe my life to your kindness. Thank you.
You'll have no debt with us. We only did what was right. But where will you go? Safety is a luxury few are afforded these days.
The war rages still, and so long as it does, I must fight with every inch of my being to end it.
A single man can't fix this tangled mess of a world.
Ah, but I am not alone. Every moment my allies risk life and limb without me is a moment I owe them for their bravery. I must rejoin them at once.
I see there's no convincing you otherwise. Very well. But we expect to hear news of your victory soon.
I sense the world is on the cusp of great change. Change for the better. When it comes, let us celebrate its arrival together. Well met, friends. I require passage to see Lord Serenoa.
And who are you? If you want an audience, you'll have to wait behind the rest.
Wait. That cape, it can't be. You're Sir Maxwell.
My lord, Sir Maxwell has returned.
My apologies for my abrupt departure, my lord. Full glad am I to see you have managed without me.
Sir Maxwell, you're alive.
Aye, and none the worse for wear, I hope. It seems fate would have me take up my spear once more.
Where have you been? We all feared the worst.
Avlora's fell blow cast me into the river, and its cold embrace washed away my memories, along with my pride. I awoke in a village of kind-hearted folk. I might have stayed there, blissful in ignorance, had news of your exploits not reached them. It was then that old memories stirred, prideful memories, painful memories. My purpose became clear. I must end this war or perish in the attempt. I hope that I have not come too late to make a difference.
Of course not. We would be honored to have you fight by our side. I only hope you can say the same for us, Dawnspear.
All right, Maxwell joined our forces. Good deal. All right, so Maxwell's aptitudes in battle. Roland's instructor and the finest lancer in all Glenbrook. Specializes in mid-range attacks and possesses multiple powerful abilities. The requirements, let me check the requirements again for Sir Maxwell. So he is 750 morality and 1050 what is this? Liberty. So if you're not able to, or if you know Maxwell isn't showing up in your character stories at this point in the game, you're likely just short on points. So let's take a look here. I feel like I'm going to regret my decision to upgrade Roland's weapon, but let's find out. Also, yeah, let's take a look with some bandits the other day, and they got me to thinking. They likely lived good, honest lives when the realm was at peace, but the times have reduced them to stealing just to stave off hunger. And what changed them, and if someday they can return to their normal lives in their villages. I want to use my power to create a world where those men can live in peace. If there's anything I can do to that end, you need only say the word. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, here is Maxwell, way up here. Lord Serenoa. After my battle with General Evlora, I fell into the river. I was content then, knowing Prince Roland had been saved. But after returning from the brink of death, I realized that I had been given a second chance, and I wish to use that chance to bring a swift end to all this bloodshed. Yeah, fair enough. Let's check here if there's any... Oh, new wares in stock. Medal of Bravery. And a Medal of Valor. Okay, now we're talking. Yeah, they really gave us a lot of stuff here. A couple of silvers. Yeah, all kinds of weapon upgrade items. Oh, look at this. 2 indestructible stones? So that's going to be the tanks. Spider silk, this is the archers. And obsidian parchment. I don't think I have whatever character needs that. Meteorite, fragment, rare thorn, and all kinds of fun stuff. Oh my god, look at all this stuff. Well, hopefully you've been doing well in battle. Alright, so here we're into note stuff. Man, that's awesome. Very good stuff. Alright, let's check Sir Maxwell. Where is this guy? Where are you at? Here he is. Dawn Spear. Triple thrust, run through, lance hurl, counter stance. Chance to deal a counterattack when attacked by an adjacent enemy. Okay, yeah. So another, amazing melee unit. 2 birds, 1 stone. Grants 1 TP when attacking 2 or more enemies at the same time. What? Jeez, this guy is going to be nuts. Triple thrust, deal physical damage to a single enemy. Yeah, run through, move 4 squares in a straight line, dealing physical damage to any enemies in 3 squares along the way. So I think that's the same as Roland's ability. Lance hurl, deal physical damage to an enemy, has greater range than triple thrust. Yeah, 1 to 4 range. Man, this guy is going to be nuts. Traverse and revive. Is revive what I think it is? Is he just going to like revive once he gets knocked down? Traverse, okay, no, this is activated. That's probably like sprint. That'd be my guess. Man, this guy's going to be nuts. Yeah, I'm very excited, honestly. All right, well, so finally now, Roland can actually upgrade here or be promoted. So let's do that.
This day shall be ours.
All right, learn the ability push back, flash of steel. Let's see what's spring in your step. Increases your movement by 1 with clear weather. Wow, man. Okay, well, that's cool. I mean, more movement on the guy that already has a ton is, I guess, still cool. Strength, physical defense, and magic defense when he upgrades. That's, those are solid stats to get off of the promotion. Shield stance. Let's before I do anything else here, I wanna check out weapon upgrades here. Where is Maxwell? Wow. Alright, I feel like I'm gonna end up doing a bunch of farming off screen again because I don't have any I have no iron even? Wow, okay. No quality iron. Yeah, I have no idea about any of this stuff. It's all gonna be locked. Alright, so silver, and then an electrum to upgrade his. Spider silk. I feel like I might as well do this now. God. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a bunch of farming. But you know, and before I do anything, I'm absolutely upgrading his movement. Like, of all of the, you know, potential upgrades coming up here, I feel like that has to just get done right now. Archibald's movement is so terrible. And that's, I mean, I don't know if I'd say that that's one of the reasons why I haven't been using him, but okay, so it looks like I might be able to upgrade everybody at least to rank 2. Yeah, okay, so here's the silver for Medina, which, you know, who really cares? Indestructible stone for Ian's. Oh, shoot. Uh-oh, I don't have enough for everybody. Oh, no, I might have to reload. Because I'm probably not gonna use the silver on Medina. I think I'd rather... I don't know. So the question, I mean, so I'm definitely going to use the one on Maxwell. Like, there's no question about that. The question here, though, so now I don't have enough for Piccoletta. And do I use her more than Medina? The answer is yes, I do. What's she going to get, though? So she'll get an evasion, and then this looks like either jump or movement. And then here is, that looks like, is that speed? I think that's speed, right? Yeah, that's got to be speed. So she'll get 1 speed, and then it'll be weapon potency. You know, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't really matter, because they're both garbage. Medina will get a movement, and she'll get a speed. Yeah, actually, you know what? I think I am going to go this route, to be honest. Movement and speed. Physical defense, yeah, I mean, her second tier upgrades are way better than Piccoletta's, to be honest. I mean, these aren't like horrible, but I think she's just a little bit better. And I suppose the question really is, are we going to get into rank 3? There's a good Lionheart. Okay, well, let's see here. Okay, so here's the parchment. Is she the only one? Because that'll be really easy if she's the only one. Parchment. Yeah, okay. So, we'll upgrade Frederica's. Let's see here. Increases magic by 2. That's, yep, good. For 1 turn, use all TP to deal fire-type magic damage, setting the ground ablaze. The more TP consumed, the stronger the attack. For 1 turn, use all TP to deal fire magic damage, setting the ground ablaze. But, like, what's the range on this? Sunfall. The more TP consumed, the stronger the attack. I mean, I don't know about that. That'll be something I'll have to try. But, I mean, that sounds pretty good. Okay, so Meteorite Fragment is next. Is there anybody else that uses that? No. Okay, so let's upgrade Gila. Let's see what she's got here. So, Magic Attack. Increase the range of command abilities by 1. So that's like her healing range? That's amazing. Grants an ability, or an ally the ability to recover 1 time after falling in battle. So I don't know if that counts against... So I'm trying to do all of the battles perfectly. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about that one, honestly. Grants an ally the ability. I wonder how you use this. What if it's just like, okay, that person dies and then boom, you bring them back. That's probably it once you activate this. Yeah, the ability range seems better. That's probably what I'll go with. Alright, who's next here? Rare Thorn. Rare Thorn. Who uses Rare? Okay, so it's either Anna or Lionel, and I think Anna's gonna win hands down here. We'll see. Who's next? Serpent Slayer. Curious Feather. Anybody else use Curious Feather? Nope, she is the only one that uses Curious Feather. So that's another easy upgrade decision. Alright, she's going to get accuracy by 3. That's amazing. I'll probably end up doing that first. Normal attack range plus 1, though. That's pretty solid, too. Range of all normal attacks. But yeah, that seems really good. Man. Soar up high on Flugy, then deal physical damage to a single enemy from above. I don't know about that. I think normal attack range plus 1 is going to win out. Alright, so Lion's Heart. I vaguely remember there being more than one person using this. What's Lion's Heart? Okay, Piccoletta. Yeah, and she can't upgrade anyway because I don't have any silver. Alright, so that's another easy question. So we'll do Erador here. Let's check his. Look at this. More defense. Yeah, this guy is awesome. Man, that even looks really cool. Holy crap. Decreases TP cost of provoke by 1, so you can spam it every single turn. That's nuts. Become invincible and infuriate all enemies within range for 1 turn. That seems really good, too. Jesus. Invincible. And infuriate all enemies within range for 1 turn. That seems really good. I bet it's going to be really expensive, but... yeah, that's nuts. That's a tough one. I mean, provoking every single turn is pretty solid. And all of his upgrades are really good. Alright, Eternal Resin. Okay, so... oh god, no, I'm not using Hasabara. She's terrible. I'm curious about her skills, though. I may have to check. Sacred Bow. Alright, wait. Okay, Eternal Resin. Let's see here. Eternal Resin. Alright, so yeah, it's only, it's really only Rudolph, right? Yeah, because, it's Rudolph Hasabara, and I never use Hasabara, so let's check Rudolph here first. Alright, so, even more weapon potency, or deal physical damage to all enemies within range. That's pretty nuts, too. Rain of Arrows. Yeah, and that's going to be really good on him, because he's already, really strong. Jesus, yeah, he's nuts. Alright, so Electrum. Anybody else using Electrum? Oh, Maxwell. Alright, well... well, let's, it's probably gonna, let's be honest, it's gonna be Maxwell that does this, because Yulio only ever buffs, really. You know, if you've noticed how I play him, I use Moment of Truth all the time. Alright, so let's see here. What does Maxwell get? Weapon potency and jump to a selected square, then deal physical damage to all enemies within range. Oh, so that's like Dragonfire Dive if you've played Final Fantasy XIV. Well, high jump, I guess is what they're calling it. But, you know, deal physical damage to all enemies within range. Yeah, that's nuts. Okay, well, that's really cool, too. Alright, so... Sacred Bow. Who's using Sacred Bow? Just those two? Just the casters. Well, I don't like Narv. So, Izana is going to win this one pretty easily. So she's going to get a magic attack increase and then cast for 1 turn, dealing lightning type magic damage to all enemies and have a chance to paralyze them for 1 turn. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah. Alright, so Lionel, Rare Thorn. Wait, what? Somebody else uses Rare. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so yeah. This is actually maybe a little bit of a tougher choice. So it's going to be either Anna or Lionel. I'm probably going to reset this. Just because I want to see what some of these others say. So Jade. Is she the only one that uses Jade? Diamond, Diamond. Oh, here we go. You know, of these 2 characters, I'm probably going to go with her, honestly. Because, what's-his-name is still missing a ton of his abilities. Weapon damage and deal physical damage to a single enemy. The higher the enemy is above you, the greater the damage. Okay. I guess that's cool. Alright, diamond. Hammer of creation. That sounds cool. Ooh, what's this little sleep thing? Well, we're gonna check him. Increases the duration of Slumber Strike by 1 turn. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And then set up a turret on a selected square that automatically attacks all enemies within range. Previously set turrets will disappear. Ooh, okay. Yeah, obsidian. That looks like that's pretty much it. I am going to check Lionel's weapon abilities here. And I am going to reset this. Alright, so he just gets a potency increase. And then throw your money at enemies to deal physical damage and tempt them for 1 turn. And it costs... Wow, 4,125? No dice. Golden opportunity, that's funny. Should be called Golden Shower, because he's showering his gold on them? No, I'm kidding. Jesus, it's so inappropriate. I guess this makes sense, right? He's basically paying them off. And having the... Yeah, it's like a temporary mercenary, right? And then, okay, so he gets a luck increase as well. Yeah, I'm not going to go that route, though. Alright, that's actually going to be it for this one. I'm going to do a bunch of stuff off screen. Wow, I'm way over time. Jesus. As always, though, hope the guide was helpful, and thank you for watching.